Hi y'all, this is Tweety. This is Davis Brook, where we just fixed the bridge a couple of weeks ago. And there's a torrent running down through here right now, as you might be able to see. This is from the rain we got last night. Today is October 30th. And we had 60-mile-an-hour winds, 70-mile-an-hour winds. There's trees down everywhere. But luckily the bank they fixed from the July 1st storm is holding. The repair's good. As you can see back up through this ditch up here. But the only real problem is over here where we just paid to have this all. I just wrote a check to have that road repaved last week. And it just took it out completely again. Mike's driveway is washed out, and if you see up here, there's a tree hanging on the wires. Wires are laying on the road, and that's not a good thing. I don't know how long it'll be before my power's restored, but I've been without electricity since last night at 2 a.m. Well, let's get down here and take a look at Davis Brook as it's running today. Like I said, about 3 weeks ago, there was no water in this brook at all. But I'm not sure how much rain we had. They said we might have had up to 7-8 inches of rain again through the night, and it's supposed to rain again today. But luckily, the footings of the bridge are all new. I feel pretty confident standing on it. So, but this is the power of water, ladies and gentlemen. The power of water. Anyway, I'm going to get off the bridge here in case somebody needs to come by. Or in case it should decide to collapse. I doubt if that'll happen, but yes, there is a lot of power in that water right there. Man, that's a shame that all had to go away like that again. But we're dealing with Mother Nature. Here we are again, ladies and gentlemen. We're down on the Tunnel Brook Bridge now. This is down at the other end where Tunnel Stream Road turns into Tunnel Brook. Takes you down to the Wildwood Junction down at the Swiftwater. But you can hear the water running here in this brook. It's called a brook. But today, I believe I'd call it a river. Man, that's a lot of water. A lot of water. Let's look over here on the other side. I don't know, I'm about half there. I can feel the water running underneath this bridge. I can feel the vibrations. But I took many nice little videos here. This part of Tunnel Brook is usually only a couple feet deep, but it is running wild today. I'd say it's got to be at least 2-3 foot above its normal level, because usually you can see all those rocks right out in there. That whole ledge right there is usually exposed. But this is what's coming off Moosalok from the rain we had yesterday and last night. And they're saying we're supposed to get more today. I don't know. Mother Nature is a dangerous foe to play with. But yes, I can feel the water underneath this bridge on my feet. Like I said, this is unusual for Tunnel Brook to be like this. I'd say Tunnel Brook probably hasn't been like this since Irene, I would say. Well, maybe not that bad, but this is a lot of water, all headed for the Connecticut. And on the other side of the notch over here, Kinsman's, it all goes to the Pee over at Lincoln and Woodstock. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm getting a little, I don't like the feel of this bridge vibrating under my feet. But you can see it blew some trees over down here, or they fell over from it being so wet. But look at that brook. This is a brook, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Tunnel Brook. Cool beans, y'all have a good day and a better day tomorrow. I gotta go home and check on my generator, make sure it's still running. Cool beans, this is Tweety from the White Mountains of New Hampshire, saying bye-bye. But as I was saying, there you can see the undercut there. And over here, this bank here usually runs out to about here and then swings out. But there's a whole bunch of road missing there. But it looks like somebody has come down and tried to shore it up a little bit or cleared it out. But I really don't think I want to drive across it because it could fall in. It could very well fall in. There's not much of the road surface left there. So this is about midways to the Swiftwater from Tunnel Brook Bridge. And this water is just something else. October 30th, 2017. It's hell to pay for something to get it fixed. As soon as you pay for it, it's tore up again. Oh well, I haven't heard anybody being injured, so that's a good thing. Everybody's still in one piece. But this is a wild river. Brook, I'm sorry, I keep calling it a river. I've seen rivers smaller than this. But anyway, this is Tweety from the White Mountains again. Bye-bye. This is a little piece of high water too. This is Stark Falls. Over on Kinsman's Mountain just below Beaver Brook Pond. But this is really full of water too. This is October 30th, 2017, and this is Tweety speaking from the White Mountains. We've been out exploring the flooding effects of all the rain we had last night and the high wind. So this is another piece of it. I'm headed over to Lincoln to see if I can get a peek at the Pemigewasset River that runs through Lincoln. They said it was supposed to be at flood stage today, so I guess maybe I'm a rubbernecker or whatever you want to call it. But yes, this is a little place called Stark Falls. Very small cascade, but it is just absolutely full of water today. And it's raining cats and dogs. I don't know if you can see it on the video or not, but this is a very, a couple weeks ago I was here, and there was barely any water going over the falls. Just barely. So anyway, I'll let you go. I'm headed for Lincoln and Woodstock. This is Tweety in the White Mountains saying toodaloo.